Earl Olmsted wasted no time joining his fellow Canadians to help fight overseas. In 1939, shortly after the British declared war on Germany, Earl joined the Canadian Army. Before the war, Earl worked as an accounting clerk, so naturally, he was great at math. Moving into a career in the military, Earl's mathematical skills made him the perfect candidate for a position with artillery, and after his training, Earl was sent overseas to serve with an anti-aircraft unit to help defend Britain from aerial attacks during the Blitz. After his service in Britain, Earl was sent back to Canada for more training. You know what they say, practice makes perfect. From February 1943 to May 1943, Earl attended the Royal Military College Canadian War Staff course in Kingston, Ontario. Upon completion of his training, Earl returned overseas to prepare for Operation Overlord, the code name for the Battle of Normandy. He landed on Juno Beach on June 6th and headed a party of war correspondents and senior Canadian military personnel. Earl kept records of that day, and it's a good thing he did, because later, his D-Day accounts would be used in the book The Longest Day by Cornelius Ryan, which would go on to become a blockbuster movie starring John Wayne. Earl Olmsted took great pride in the work he and his fellow Canadians were doing, so much so that even after the war ended, he chose to stay with the Army and build a career. That decision would see him promoted to lieutenant colonel, and in the late 1950s, Earl became a senior operations officer with the North American Aerospace Defense Command. Impressively, before the end of his career, Earl became the National Secretary of the Canadian Army Benevolent Fund, as well as a Knight of the Order of St. Lazarus in Canada. Earl Olmsted passed away on November 10, 2008, the evening before Remembrance Day, at the age of 94.